also extended a request to this community, asking them for some patience and understanding to us as we became involved in the investigation. They certainly have done that, and I can't begin to tell you how much our agents, how much our agency, and I know I speak on behalf of the governor, how much he appreciates as well the graciousness and patience extended to us by a community that's emotionally worn pretty thin right now. So I appreciate what they've done for us. I also want to take a moment to thank the district attorney assigned to this case, Mr. Durden. Appreciate his assistance throughout our investigation at this point. Thank him for being available and for answering legal questions on our behalf. I want to thank the Glenn County Sheriff's Department as well. They were cooperative with us and extended some assistance yesterday during the effectuation of the arrest. We certainly appreciate Sheriff Jump and his involvement. I also want to take a moment to thank some of the people behind me, some of the people who are out in the audience today, and that's the agents of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation who have been involved in this case. Again, giving you just a brief timeline, we were officially requested to become involved late Tuesday evening when Mr. Durden and I had a conversation, probably about 9:30 or so that evening. He graciously requested us to come in, and we immediately accepted that request. I advised him that we would hit the ground running very hard Wednesday morning. So about 10 o'clock Tuesday night, I relayed that request down the chain of command to the Deputy Director of Investigations, Scott Dutton, who is standing up here with me to my left. And then Deputy Director Dutton began putting together a team to begin the investigation from our perspective early Wednesday morning. Sometime during the morning hours of Wednesday, we were able to secure our hands on the file, the investigative file, which had been done previously. And the agents spent the rest of that day pouring through that file to make sure they understood what had been done in the case and what they thought needed to be done in the case, reviewing interviews and things of that nature. And they spent the remainder of Wednesday until very, very late Wednesday night doing just that. They took a short break of a few hours to get some sleep, and then began early Thursday morning, yesterday morning, running a plan of operation and what they thought needed to be done regarding the remainder of the investigation. They hit that pavement hard yesterday, doing neighborhood canvasses, talking to other individuals who had already been spoken to, some individuals who had not. And then after the course of that investigation yesterday, about 5 p.m., we had a command staff level conference call with the boots on the ground agents here in Glenn County. And we were advised at the command staff conference call that they had established, the facts had established sufficient probable cause to seek arrest warrants against both Gregory and Travis McMichael for felony murder and aggravated assault. That was certainly agreed to by the command staff individuals, including all the way up to including myself. Those agents then immediately yesterday evening, sometime around the 6 o'clock hour or so, began securing the warrants through the assistance of a Superior Court judge in the Glenn County area. Those warrants were secured. They came back to their command center staff and began putting together a plan of operation to effectuate the arrest. At about 7:45, that was in fact done yesterday evening without any incident. No one was hurt, neither the defendant nor any of the agents. And so that was done properly and safely, and we're very thankful for that. Those individuals were then turned over to the Glenn County Sheriff's Department and have been placed in custody at that particular jail. So that's where we're at today. Before I take any questions, I certainly understand there is concern, there's a question by the community, by folks around the state, probably folks around the nation. Is there anyone else going to be charged in this case? I will tell you that this case is an active, ongoing investigation. In fact, once this press conference breaks today, these agents behind me and the agents in the crowd who are here today to observe will continue their investigation. They're staying in this community. They're going to continue to work it. They're going to go wherever the facts take them. If in fact the facts take them to make another arrest in this case, then they will do that. If the facts do not, then they won't. But I will tell you categorically that it's still an open, active investigation. We're continuing to look at all the evidence. We're continuing to do things that haven't been done yet. And we plan on doing that the rest of the time it takes before they make some decision or conclusion whether or not probable cause exists to arrest anyone else. I thank you for allowing me to make those comments. I'll take any questions.
Sir, Beth Russo, yes. How far had the local investigation gotten when you guys got your hands on it?
It had gotten to a good point. My understanding in speaking to my folks is that it was a good investigation. It was a thorough investigation. That doesn't mean there were some things that we believe need to be done that haven't been done. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful sense to the people who work it, but you could get 10 agencies to work a case. They may work it 10 different ways and still arrive at the same place. So there were some things that we thought needed to be done that were done yesterday. There's some things that will continue to be done that perhaps haven't been done. We'll go back and review things that have been done to make sure they don't need to be tightened up in any fashion. But there's no complaining by my folks about what has been done.
Sir, Beth Russo with Action News Jax. What did the GBI see during their investigation that the Waycross PD didn't see during their 2 months with this case that led you guys to make an arrest and them not to?
No, I can't answer what another agency did or didn't see, but I can tell you that based on our involvement in this case, considering the fact that we were hit the ground running Wednesday morning, and within 36 hours we had secured warrants for 2 individuals for felony murder, I think that speaks volumes for itself, and that probable cause was cleared our agents pretty quickly.
Should the DA lose their job over this?
No, I'm not going to comment on that. All I can do is tell you when we became involved in this case, we did what we thought we were supposed to do. I'm very confident in our investigation. I'm confident in our continuing it. I'm not comfortable speaking about any other.
Director, how important is that video?
Waycross DA blamed all this up on a local rabble rouser, and he also suggested that the citizen's arrest and the other laws will follow you. Can you just explain why you guys came to such a wildly different conclusion than currently happening for so long, and what seems so obvious in the case to you guys?
You know, again, I can't speak on what anyone else sees or doesn't see about a case, but I will tell you that we base our decisions on 2 things. One are facts, and the other is the law. Whatever the facts are, we apply the law to it. If the law says what the facts are, it's felony murder, then we take the warrant for it. I'm very comfortable in telling you that there's more than sufficient probable cause in this case.
Okay. How important is the video, sir?
I'm sorry.
How important is the video that seems to depict that scene?
Sure, it's certainly a very important piece of evidence. You know, anytime you can see what happens at a scene, then it plays an important role in decision making. Is it the only piece of evidence? Is it the only thing in this case? No. But is it important? Absolutely.
But it seems that so much has transpired since that video has been released.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It seems that so much has transpired since that video has been released. 10 weeks, nothing seems to happen. The video comes out, and within days, there's 2 arrests.
Well, I can only tell you what happened since Tuesday at 9:30 when we got involved. You know, the video was already out. We saw it, and we reviewed the rest of the file, and we made the arrest.
And the video that's out, is that the media one, the version that is out in the media, is that the same video that you have and have been studying?
To my knowledge, it's the same video.
And Mr. William, what will happen to him?
Mr. Who?
Brian Williams.
Don't know yet. You know, we're going to go wherever the evidence takes us. Let's say hypothetically, if we believe tomorrow or in a week or 3 weeks is probable cause for an arrest, then we'll do it. If we don't believe there is, then we won't. I don't mean to be that simplistic or that flippant, but that's the way it is for us. We don't, you know, we base our decisions strictly on facts and evidence, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Without this video, would these 2 men be free?
Are you investigating the person who shot that video?
We're investigating everybody involved in the case, including the individual who shot the video.
Without this video, would these 2 men be free right now?
I don't know. I can't comment on that. I can only tell you that when we got involved in the case, we look at what's available to us. If the video wasn't available to us, then we'd look at everything else. Whether or not we'd be at a point of probable cause, I don't know.
Would you guys be involved if it weren't for this video that surfaced this week on social media?
I don't know. We only become involved. The one thing about our agency, we can only statutorily become involved when we're asked to become involved. You know, and we don't work off of a timeline. In a perfect world, would we prefer to have been asked to become involved in February? Of course. But sometimes it isn't a perfect world. So we have to deal with a situation that's this place in front of us. Yes, sir.
Director, when you say you're going to continue investigating, will that expand to the Glenn County Police Department and also the DA's office?
It will only expand to what's relevant to this murder investigation. We've been asked to conduct a murder investigation. That's what we're conducting.
Director, you said Ahmaud's mother has said that the original story she was told by Glen County Police was that her son was seen after burglary and that the homeowner was the one that confronted him and shot him. That's not the case. You can see that from the video. Are you looking into Glen County investigators and their investigation and whether or not they were presenting the accurate information to the parents and whether or not they were doing a thorough investigation?
The only way I can answer that is to tell you that anything that's relevant to the murder investigation we're doing, we will look at. If it's relevant to the murder investigation, which is what we've been asked to do, and it's what we're doing, then we'll look at it. If it isn't relevant to that issue, then we won't.
Director, are you concerned that you became involved? Are you concerned that you became involved in the case so late and that it took more than 10 weeks for an arrest to be made? Are you frustrated by the delay, the 10-week delay, and when this happened and when an arrest was made?
Well, again, I'll preface it by saying what I said a moment ago. The way we look at cases, if we can become involved in a case when there's still an active crime scene, when something just happened, that's always better than not. It always is. Because we're not depending on the wheel, we're not depending on what someone else does. We're starting with what we did from the beginning. And so in a perfect situation, that's the best way to get the GBI involved. But again, if I told you this was the first time we ever came in, considering when they got involved, how, and the time they got involved to do what they've done to this point. But I would be foolish to tell you that things wouldn't be better for us as an agency if we didn't get involved very, very early in the case.
What would you?
Mr. Reynolds, the attorney that apparently leaked the video said that it's a full unedited video. And have you been able to confirm that? And also, is it the only video that your office has seen of the shooting?
Well, I'm not comfortable talking about a whole lot more evidence about the underlying case at this point because we're not through with the investigation. We've obviously observed the video that we have. Whether or not there are any additional videos, I don't know of any, but regarding the link, the editing, anything of that nature, we have our experts looking at it. We'll make that decision down the road. Right now, I'm not comfortable.
What do you have?
I've got a question for the prosecutor, Mr. Durbin, if I may. You would be the one prosecuting this case,
Sure.
Can you weigh in on these charges, your role in this prosecution, and the case moving forward, taking it to a grand jury, and so on?
Like while I was coming over, I missed part of that question.
You will be the one prosecuting this.
Yeah.
Just weigh in on the charges, and where the case goes from here in your office.
Well, of course, the charges that have been secured and against the defendant at this point, that was, of course, arrived at through me, consulting with myself, and the GDI. My investigator has been working in the case also. So yes, to answer your question, yes, I will be the one prosecuting the case. And let me, if I might, follow up on a question that was asked earlier, and Vic just thinks that he's responding to, and that is, in a perfect world, the earlier your involvement, of course, the better, okay? As y'all probably know from my prior press release, I was only asked to come to the case on April 14th, I believe it was. So I didn't get the case until then either. So we take it, what we're given, and we go from later and go back and look at what has been done, and then go ahead. Forward. As you noted, as well up to these arrests last evening. I will say, and I will, there was another question, as far as the GBI's involvement and so forth, I will say this, that there were and continues to be some new development in the case, okay? And the GBI, and my thanks to the GBI for their involvement and their response and helping relief, okay? And that there was some new development, and I can't go into at this time. But they really did, as Director Reynolds said, they got over it real quick, and it helped me a lot of my decision as far as my capacity in advising the law enforcement in the state.
The previous DID at Barnhill had said that he felt that these men's actions were protected by both the standard ground, no need retreat law, and the idea of citizen's arrest. Does that argument seem valid to you?
When we take this case to the grand jury, and if it does, and we expect it will, we'll have to go to a trial in Guilford, okay? The legal principle will be explained by the judge, okay? What someone says the legal, the law is the case, okay? The law will come from the court, okay?
Mr. Durden, how would you describe the atmosphere over the past 2 days in terms of the level of public pressure, quite frankly, that you may or may not have felt to bring these charges?
Well, public opinion is always one side or another, always going to be, okay? We don't let that influence the decision, okay? You can't just make a fiat decision, all right? So I understand the public opinion out there. I understand the sentence, and I want to echo something that the director said. In extending, I have done this, and my staff at my office has done this in our condolences to Mr. Arbery's mother and family. So we have made the decision based on what we feel like is the applicable law and the our interpretation of the evidence that has been uncovered. So, if that answers your question, Lewis, I believe you have.
Yeah, as far as street trial publicity,
I apologize. This son's kind of.
it's okay. Are you concerned about the amount of publicity this has received, and will the change of venue possibly take place when it gets to the court system?
Lewis, that would be a pre-judgment at this point, and that would depend on a lot of things, and the judge would be the final arbiter of that. Okay, and I can't really answer, not because I don't want to. I'm saying we're not to that point yet.
Mr. Durden, what made you ultimately ask for the
You
GBI?
had spoken on Tuesday that while you felt the evidence warranted sending this on for considered criminal charges with grand jury, that's not likely to happen until June because of COVID-19. The next day, GBI is called in at your request. Was that an effort to maybe get something moving quicker, maybe an arrest quicker?
No. Those are two separate things. The G12 is a directive that is going forward. The other things have to do with evidence and some matters that I requested that GBI run down and that we have done. I want to take just a minute. It's about as far as I can go as far as getting into the case. I don't think I was going to be brief, and sometimes if we always are, maybe we're not. But I want to thank one other group, and that's the Prosecuting Attorney's Council in Atlanta. They have given me a great deal of help as far as legal advice and so forth in the case, and I just want to recognize that organization also. And thank you for that.
One more question. Is there...
Yes.
Director Reynolds, you are a former prosecutor yourself. Can you talk and give your opinion as to why this is a good or appropriate case to prosecute, in your opinion, after reviewing the facts?
Well, sometimes I have to make sure I'm taking off my former prosecutor's hat and putting on the investigator's hat. But the only thing I can tell you that from the GBI's perspective, and I kind of entertained both your question and the question of this gentleman a moment ago, I can tell you without any hesitation that regardless of the amount of social media, regardless of the amount of mainstream media attention, regardless of the emotion, regardless of a supposed timeline, none of that matters to the GBI. It doesn't matter who the person is, it doesn't matter who the victim is, it doesn't matter who the potential defendants are. All that matters is what the facts tell us. And so when we get into any case, certainly a case of this nature, our goal, first of all, is to see and find, number one, what the facts. Then once we find those facts, number two, we apply the law to those facts. In this case, doing that relatively quick because, again, some of the investigation, a good portion of it was already done. We applied the law to the facts in this case and came up pretty quickly with a solid belief that there's sufficient probable cause to charge the McMichaels with felony murder and aggravated assault. I can tell you that if we didn't believe it, we wouldn't have arrested him. If we believe it, then we're going to put the bracelets on. That's exactly what we did yesterday.
Sir, is there any chance that...
this case, when it is handed over to Mr. Durden for ultimate prosecution, will be complete. It will be done, and every stone will be turned over. I promise you.
Sir, is there any chance that they could face additional charges like hate crime charges, the McMichaels?
There's no hate crime in Georgia.
Okay.
There isn't. It's one of, I think, 4 or 5 states left in the union that doesn't have a
Can you just confirm when the hearing is, when their first hearing is?
I don't know. I think with the emergency order in the court system, that's going to be something that the lawyers have to deal with. You know, we don't, the GBI won't be involved in setting hearings. That'll be done through the lawyers. I don't know if the gentlemen have counsel or not, but once they do, that'll be secured then. Thank y'all. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Is that good, Nelly? All right. Thank y'all.